What's going on, everybody? J-How here. Big news today from Diablo. Patch 2.3 is going to be hitting the PTR very soon, which is really exciting. There's a lot of really cool stuff coming, so let's browse through here and take a look at stuff. The table of contents simply reads new zone, new artifacts, crafting system updates, adventure mode updates, new features, new difficulty levels, new legendary and set items, and combat changes. Now let's go over some of the important stuff because this will be hitting the PTR very soon. So this is pretty exciting stuff. The Ruins of Sescheron. This has been talked about for a while. Patch 2.3.0, it says the frozen wasteland, that is the Ruins of Sescheron, will open for exploration. About time. This is pretty cool. Mysteries from the lore of the mighty Barbarians. This is a really good throwback here, and this is pretty exciting. It says it's going to include the lost Tomb of King Kanai, if that's pronounced correctly, and his ultimate treasure, Kanai Cube, which leads us to the next part. For you old school players like me, Diablo 2, you might remember the RoS Cube, and this is what they're referencing. A unique device which allowed you to combine items. Useful as it was easily surpassed in power by the item from which it originated, Kanai Cube. So this is really cool that you're going to be able to do a lot of stuff. We'll look at the recipes. So I'm going to be doing a lot of PTR playing, so make sure and stick around and I'll give you guys all you need to know as far as Kanai Cube and everything and all the different patterns that we come across if it is similar to the RoS Cube. And this is going to be really cool. It says including the ability to break down legendary items and equip their special effects as passive skills, which are separate from your other passive skills. That is awesome. This is really incredible. I'm really excited about this. If you guys remember a video I did about 5 months ago, I actually referenced something like this in basically a recommendation video that I did. So it's actually pretty cool that something like this is finally coming to Diablo 3. So this is pretty exciting. There's the cube itself. You can see the transmute there, which is going to be pretty normal. You put items in and you transmute it to something that you like. And then I'll be showing you all that as we get to it. The crafting system updates. This says on your journey to level 70. Now this is probably more important for folks that are playing seasonal because you're going to be getting those crafting materials. And if you're just speed leveling, by the time you get to 70, everything that you walked past is no longer important. So that's going to be really nice there. And so the same crafting match you use at max level will also be available as you level up. So that's really nice. It says they've crunched down the number of crafting recipes, which is good as well, making the process easier and more fluid than ever as your results now dynamically adjust to your character's level. This is long overdue and probably one of the easiest things they could implement. So allowing things to scale with your level is really nice. So that's going to be pretty cool to have going on there. Adventure mode updates. This patch includes changes designed to improve the pacing of adventure mode while encouraging players to explore bounties across a variety of acts. Now, most of you probably are busy farming Act 1 for a better Ring of Royal Grandeur. So this is going to be one of those things, I guess, that, you know, they want to encourage people to play adventure mode. Everybody complains the only thing that you can do is Rift. The only thing that you can do is Rift and greater Rifts, essentially. So this is a way to do it. So in addition, they're removing the realm of trials, which is huge. Nobody likes the trials. It's a waste of time. Obviously, it sets the scale, but it's just not that great. It says we're improving the bounty rewards by adding new act-specific crafting mets to the RoS caches. This is going to go into those patterns that I was talking about, the recipes, I guess, as far as what you're going to use. So this will be pretty cool. Completing bonus acts in adventure mode games will now also grant a RoS cache stuffed with crafting materials, gold, and additional act-specific crafting materials. So no longer are you just going to go run and do Act 1 and restart. It's actually going to reward you for playing bounties, which we'll see how long the appeal lasts there. If you're in a good group, this can take a while. However, I mean, I guess I should say it's actually pretty quick, but we'll get to the next part coming up soon, the new difficulty levels. This is really exciting. New feature, Season Journey. Every player's seasonal journey is different, and so are their accomplishments. Starting in Season 4, you'll be able to track your individual progress through the Season Journey interface. This helpful feature is divided into chapters, which includes major milestones that are achievable by most players, and tiers, which are designed for advanced players. So completing tiers unlocks new portrait frame rewards, and the highest tier includes challenges which will take effort to achieve for even the most powerful Nephilim. So this is good. This is a way for you. It doesn't really add anything to the game itself in terms of gameplay, but it will allow you to toot your horn a little bit and say, look how awesome I am. So that's pretty cool. New difficulty levels. Torment 6 has been a complete joke for the last couple patches because we've gotten too powerful. And that's not a bad thing. Instead of just reworking sets over and over again, they scale and leave it there so that those sets that you've been farming don't feel like you wasted all the time if they're no longer good. They're still good, they just make either the new reconfigured sets or the brand new sets a tiny bit better, which is evidenced by our push up the Greater Rift rankings. So having Torment 6 is just too easy. And so what they're doing, it looks like they're adding 7, 8, 9, and 10, which is reminiscent of the original I guess Inferno levels, if you guys are familiar with that, if you've been around for a while. So that'll be pretty cool. Torment levels with appropriate reward rates. So that's going to be good, including Torment 6. So the higher level you go, the more rewards you'll get, which will be nice. So we'll be iterating on these new difficulties and rewards as the PTR progresses, so we look forward to hearing your feedback. And I will be giving plenty there, so like I said, be sure and stick around as we have a notification pop up there. Shout out to Dark Dave, exclamation point on 2.3 there. He's going to make it into the video. New legendary set and items for all you dedicated loot hunters. We're also adding lots of shiny new legendary and set effects to the game. Aside from doing this through introducing new items, we're also revamping special effects on some existing items. Some of these were kind of leaked. I don't know if you guys saw this, but there's some really exciting stuff. If the data mining was correct, I'm really excited with where the Crusader's heading. As all this comes out, I'm going to be going over it, so stick around and we'll be looking at all of that. As in other patches, changes to legendary items are not retroactive, so you'll need to find them once more to use their updated form. Your set items, if you're watching this video and you've made it here, set items, do not get rid of your set items if you think that they're going to be revamped, which most of the time they are. Your set items will transfer over to the next patch. Legendary items, your orange items, you'll have to find new ones. Keep that in mind. That's something I hear every patch. Oh, I wish I would have kept that item. So hopefully you guys are keeping an eye there. Combat changes. Several changes to monsters are coming to the game as well, along with reducing the amount of crowd control the game's tougher monsters will tolerate. And that's basically, they stated this in a post about a month or two ago. Permanent crowd control, such as like the Ticklandia and Visage, which basically locks down everything, you're not going to have stun locks the entire time anymore. So that's going to be interesting to see what they do with that. They say, for example, monsters that take more time or effort to kill now provide more experience. So those big hulking guys that you normally bypass in a Greater Rift are actually going to provide a little bit more experience, as opposed to, hey, let's skip the stuff that is hard to kill and just farm for stuff that has low health. That just never made sense to begin with. And putting that, that's again another easy solution. Glad to see that's being implemented. So we've also made changes that create a better balance between the time you spend exploring and clearing Nephilim or Greater Rifts and the time you spend facing the Rift Guardian. If you're a barbarian, you know exactly what they're talking about. You can get through all the way to the boss in just a few minutes, and then you spend the rest of the time on the Greater Rift boss, the Rift Guardian. It's not that fun. If you're a Whirlwind Barb, you probably have to do finger exercises to keep your finger in shape from holding on that Whirlwind key or button the entire time. So this is going to be a nice change. That's it for the 2.3 so far. As it wraps up, prepare yourself. New zone, new cube, new items, new difficulty levels, new adventure mode changes. The list goes on. And man, this is something that I've been waiting for a while. I think that the PTR will probably last the duration of July, with this patch probably hitting in the 1st of August. That's about the target date for that 4-month Season 3 they mentioned. So let's take a look. I'll be keeping you guys as up to date as I possibly can with all the PTR updates and everything that's coming soon. So stick around. If you're not already subscribed, feel free to do that as well. Be sure and to like this and share it with your friends. Share the excitement of 2.3. This is awesome. 2.2 is great. It sounds like 2.3 is going to be even better. This is stuff I'm really excited about. New content in general, completely reworking all the issues that they've had, and bringing us a whole bunch of new stuff and reworking stuff as usual. I'll be curious to see if there's talent changes and skill changes as well. So I'll be bringing you guys builds and all that fun stuff. So thanks guys for watching. Hopefully I can see you on the PTR soon. Be sure and come and check me out as I'm streaming that over on Twitch at twitch.tv/jhow4444, or just keep in touch with me. Look in the description below for all the ways you can do that. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, happy hunting. See you next time.